Hey guys, David McDonald here from Fit Body Bootcamp Calgary. Today I wanted to talk to you about the top 4 diets that I have a lot of questions on from clients, and really and truly why these diets aren't going to work for you. I just want to clarify that I'm not here to slam anyone who's gone on this diet, or I'm not talking bad about these nutrition plans. There are some benefit and some value to it, but overall it's not going to get you to your goals, and it's not going to get you what you want, and I'm going to explain why. So please keep that in mind, that I'm not here to talk ill or talk bad of any of these food or diet plans or companies. So let's start with number 1, Atkins diet. This is a diet that I believe came out in the 90s, and it was a diet based around high protein, high fat, no carbs. Obviously it worked for a lot of people. Believe it or not, Atkins books are still around. There are still some people who are following the Atkins diet. Reason why it's not going to work for you is because you're completely eliminating carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are one of the main things your body needs for energy levels. So things like fruits and vegetables, any kind of complex carb like a quinoa, a yam, a brown rice, your body does need those in controlled, limited quantities. And that's where the trouble comes in with the Atkins diet, is they tell you to completely cut it out, whereas you do need those foods for energy, for nutritional value. And what happens is when you start to reintroduce carbohydrates into your body soaks it up like a sponge, and you have what's called a rebound effect, and your body gains a lot of weight in a short period of time because it's not used to breaking down and digesting carbs. So you will experience a rebound effect, which is very common when people come off a diet. Is they'll gain all their weight back, and they'll gain it back really quick. So the point I'm trying to make is it's just not sustainable. Going on a high protein, high fat diet the rest of your life, it's not sustainable. And it's always something you need to ask yourself, can I do this the rest of my life? Is this sustainable? Do I have to completely eliminate something in order to go on this food plan? And if you answer yes to any of those questions, then that food plan probably isn't right for you, and it's probably not going to give you the long-term results that you need. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the Dukan diet. So Dukan diet is based on certain days you have only protein. Certain days you only have a fruit and a vegetable. Certain days you have your complex carbs. So again, it's not something that's sustainable. Eating like this, let's be honest, this is something you're probably not going to be able to do the rest of your life. Having something this complex and this complicated to follow. With the Dukan diet, you're really restricting your calories. Okay, some days you're only getting 800 calories. Again, this is not good for your body, because if your calories are too low, your body perceives that as starvation. Okay, it perceives that as a stress, and it's going to start to hang on to your body fat and get rid of your muscle tissue. So over time, you're eating low calorie. Those are going to be the effects. Let's be honest, from a sustainability standpoint, eating 800 calories a day is not. It's not something you can do the rest of your life. Now, a lot of what's in the Dukan diet isn't long term. It's almost like a short term cycle that you go through, and then you start gradually increasing your food and your calories. However, I believe as a health and a fitness professional, you don't need to go to these extremes to lose body fat. You can go on a moderately controlled food plan that will help give you the results that you want, and you don't have to go to any of these extremes to get that. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the Dr. Bernstein diet. Dr. Bernstein diet is based around injections of HCG, okay, which is a hormone that exists in pregnant women, and it's also based around drastic calorie reduction and restriction. Again, not sustainable. Let's be honest, taking HCG shots is probably not something you want to do the rest of your life. It's going to interfere with your day-to-day activities. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and drastically reducing your calories and only having protein on some days and fruit and vegetables on the other. Again, long-term, okay, sustainability of that, probably not going to happen. That's not something you're going to want to do the rest of your life, and you're going to get frustrated, and it's not going to set you up for success. So again, this is a very extreme way of living your life and of incorporating nutrition and of eating, and it's not sustainable. Again, you always need to ask yourself, is this sustainable? Can I do this the rest of my life? Both physically and financially, this is not a sustainable way of eating and incorporating nutrition. Lastly is Jenny Craig. Jenny Craig, I'll admit there are some benefits to Jenny Craig. They really teach you about proper portion sizes and why they're important. Where they do drop the ball is the types of foods they get you to eat. they get you to eat the foods that they create, the Jenny food products. And the issue with that is all these foods are processed, so the nutritional value is low. You're going to create a lot of digestive stress on your body. You have to pay a lot of money to eat these foods. So from a sustainability standpoint and from a financial standpoint, you're probably not going to be able to do Jenny Craig long term. It's going to drain your bank account because, you know, the foods aren't cheap. I've had a couple clients who have done this before and they've spent thousands of dollars a month. From a health standpoint, you're eating a lot of processed foods. So from a health standpoint, long term is not going to be good. And you're really and truly, after a while, you are going to get sick and tired of having the same processed foods over and over again. So from a long-term and sustainability perspective, you know, this probably won't work for you. Again, if you've seen a lot of my videos, you got to eat clean, natural foods, fruits, vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats. Get on the weights 3 to 4 times a week. Do your interval cardio workouts 2 to 3 times a week, and you'll start seeing some great changes. I'm David McDonald from Fit Body Bootcamp Calgary. I hope you enjoyed this information session on diets.